Hey guys, what's up? The B-Man 9000 here. Well, as you can see, I'm standing in front of this giant tub with a bunch of duct tape that's attaching mesh, and it has a couple of holes in here. So as you're wondering why we have this here, it's not just an ordinary bin. This is my dubia roach tub. So the reason why I'm doing this is I want to give you guys a little bit of info about these guys. So dubia roaches they're really cool as cockroaches. They're not the cockroaches that you would see every day. So like for example, right here is a male dubia right here. You can tell it's a male because it has nice long leathery wings. You can see that right there. Here is a female. As you can see, she has very short stubby wings. So that's how you can tell if they're male or female. So as a little bit of information, in males, they might have wings, but they cannot fly, but they can glide. So if I were to take a male such as this one right here and place it on the ground, it's just gonna run off because that's all they can do. But if I toss it in the air, sometimes they don't do it, but they will sometimes open their wings and glide down to safety. Let's see if I can do it here. There we go. You almost did it there. Let's try this one, actually. That was kind of... Honestly, I don't know the best way to show you this on footage, but let's see if this one is willing to do it. Come on, buddy. Oh, boy. Okay. He ran up my arm, so I had to get him off. Let's try this one. Hopefully this one's more cooperative. Sorry about that. Do you see that? He opened his wings for a second. I'm not sure if I caught it on video or not, but I hope I did. If I didn't, I'm sorry. So the thing that's nice about these guys is that you'll have a very good ratio of sizes. So like here's like what they look like when they're first born. So other than the little legs, they just look like normal insects. You probably wouldn't know if they were cockroaches if no one told you. As they get bigger, like here's a subadult. This subadult dubia roach right here was probably a good size for an adult leopard gecko. And this guy is a male. I can tell because it has short stubby wings and it's not an adult yet. So in one more molt, he will grow to become someone kind of like, he'll grow to be, let's see. Yeah, he'll grow to be like this. So one thing you gotta keep in mind is you're breeding dubia roaches is that you have to have a good ratio of males to females. I would say, like, if you're starting off a colony with males and just females, too, without any babies, I would suggest probably, like, 1 male to, like, 3 females. If you have too many males, they will start fighting each other for a mate. And not only that, when they have offspring, they will sometimes eat the babies if there's too many of the males. So, that is kind of an interesting thing, but I like these guys a little bit too, mainly because they're opportunistic, which means that they are carnivores and omnivores. They'll eat oranges, like those are the oranges that I have right there. I just tossed those in yesterday and they've pretty much almost eaten up a decent portion. They'll eat rabbit food, you can see it a little bit right there. They'll eat their own feces, they'll eat a little bit of leather. They'll eat essentially anything that they can get. So that's why I like these guys. And not only that, they're very clean. So as one of them is dead and falls at the ground, they will constantly get eaten by the others. Like, see that one just there? It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, that one is empty. It used to be full, but now it's completely empty. Now, a couple of differences. Usually the males are a little smaller than the females, but there are exceptions. And like that one right there. Sorry, you probably couldn't have seen that because that was just a split second. But one thing is that the males do not live as long as the females. Females live about a year and a half to about 2 years old. Males like this dude will live to be about a year or a year and a half old. So don't be surprised as you see a bunch of males that litter your dubia roach colony. So now I'll go on to a couple benefits about these guys. So the first benefits is that they are clean. They will clean their enclosure for you, since they will eat quite a bit of stuff. 2, another good thing is they'll eat pretty much anything you give them. So like, it doesn't have to be oranges, it can be anything else. 3, they reproduce quickly. It's like, you can see that there's so many here. And you don't need to make the colony like in this big tub. You can make it in something like that tub over there, which I'm planning to get turkey sand roaches to get in the future, maybe. So, but another thing that makes it really beneficial is that they are really good at, and a lot of your animals will love them. And I'll show you why in just a second. So look at the size of that abdomen. That is huge. That is full of meat. So they're a lot more nutritious than the animals that you can get at your traditional store, like the crickets and superworms. They're a little bit more nutritious and have more protein in them. So that's good. Another thing that's good about them is that your animals will most likely love them. And another good thing is that, like I said earlier, you can feed them anything you want. So I like to feed them a little variety. I usually give them oranges because I've heard that it helps them reproduce better. I got some rabbit food right here, so they can choose wet or dry food. And I also have a sponge right here so that they can grab some food if they need it. If you're planning on doing that, make sure the sponge that you have hasn't been impacted with any soap. Alright, so now we'll go on to unbeneficials, or like problems that can happen. Oh yeah, one more thing. They're also good because they cannot climb smooth surfaces. If you don't know what I mean, watch this. It's like, let's see if I can get this one to, yep, so watch this. So what I'm saying is that, as you can see, they cannot climb the surface. It's trying to grab on, but yeah. So they can't climb smooth surfaces. So now on to some of the disabilities or problems that can happen with these guys. So one of the main things I find annoying about these guys is this. Let's see if I can get this one to do. It seems to happen more with the juveniles. Let's see if I can get this one to do it. Nope, this one's not. Now, not all of these do it. Oh, there we go. So, do you know what that one's doing? It was just playing dead. So, like, they will play dead for quite a bit, too. It's like, watch this. Let's put it there. You can see, like, the antennae around them, too. So, like, sense the area before they decide to get up and start running again. So, that's one of the problems. Another thing that can be a problem is that so, another problem that can happen is that I'm not going to be able to show this on video, but they do dig in the ground. It's like there's a couple, like you can see a couple of them buried in the ground right here. So they can dig underneath the ground and your animals will not be able to find them as easily. Another problem is that some of them, sometimes they're slower than many other cockroach species. So they're not going to be as likely to be able to get your animal's attention. I tried feeding my Theraphosa apophysis earlier, but she wasn't interested. I would show you a feeding glimpse of Scarlet, my Camphoscheria geniculata, my Brazilian giant lightning. But however, I realized that she stopped eating, so I'm guessing she's in pre-molt. So, but however, she did eat in the last video I did. So if you want to check out that video on my YouTube channel. Here's a little glimpse of a freshly molted dubia too. As you can see, it's like white. The reason why is because, as you can see, watch this. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So its exoskeleton is soft. Unlike when it comes to these ones, pretty tough. So honestly, a couple of the problems that you could come across too is that it seems like when it comes to them, if you feed them vegetables, it seems like their poop becomes more wet and like slimy diarrhea-ish. Yes, and if that happens and the entire enclosure gets wet, then it could lead to mold growing, which can kill your entire colony if you're not careful. Also, another problem is that a lot of people try to design them and put them like this way, overlap them each other. It's better to do it this way because the poop will just fall down to the ground and the egg crates will stay fresher for longer. You can go probably about a year with these egg crates before you have to change them. So, yeah. So guys, to end off this video, I decided to show you the new additions I was going to upload a few days ago, but I didn't bother to do it because I was a little bit busy. So I'll put a little bonus clip at the end of me unboxing these guys. So if you look down here, it's kind of hard to see. I'm not going to take them out just because I don't want to disturb them right now. But if you look, as you can see there, another mantis. Right here I have about a L4 to L5 suspect female giant Asian mantis. Might look a little bit deformed, mainly because it actually freshly molted a few days ago. Fortunately, it was a bad molt. However, I was able to cut the molt off of her, and she's doing a lot more well. So I tossed in a few fruit flies, so hopefully she'll eat them. Here's the other one, which I found this kind of interesting because, as you can see, this other one is more of a brownish coloration. It's kind of hard to see, but I believe that this one is a male too, just because as you look at the abdomen, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think that this is a male. So, yeah, like I said, I'll put a little bonus clip at the end of the video. So, yep, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on my post notifications so that you'll always be notified when I post a new video. But if you didn't like this video, you're okay to thumbs it down if you don't want to. I mean, if you want to, if you don't like this video. So, yep, that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone.